Angela Pinky Swear Peters.
And I'm Latchkey Laurie Schultz. We were born in the 70s.
We're children of the 80s.
And had our coming of age in the 90s. You know, the good old days when kids could be kids.
When music had real instruments.
And when no one ever seemed to worry about carbs.
If you want a flashback to simpler times, buckle up.
Wait, seatbelts? Where we're going, we don't need seatbelts.
Well then, just grab your Jolt Cola, smell that teen spirit, and hop on our big old banana seat bike to take a spin down memory lane with us.
For we are the best generation that ever was.
You're listening to Generation X-Rated.
The Survivor Stories.
Hey Laurie.
Hello, Angela.
What do you remember about Barbie as a child? She's really big right now because we all know the movie. And it made me wonder, did you play Barbies?
Of course I played Barbies. My Barbies were a big deal for me.
Okay.
Huge deal. And my Barbies had sex. I'm just going to come right out and say it. Barbie and Ken were doing it.
Oh God, I'm so glad we went there right away.
Right away, right off the
It's so early in
right
the
out of the
episode.
truck.
You
It's
know
like
what?
the turnip truck dumped over and there it is.
I had Donnie and Marie Osmond Barbies.
Were they doing it too?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew how wrong that was.
But is it though?
They matched. They looked good together.
Rumor has it. I don't know.
Mm.
Do you remember that Saturday Night Live skit where it was Julia Louis-Dreyfus who was playing Marie? And I forget who the actor was that was playing Donnie, and they were singing a Christmas song together on stage.
Okay.
And they get real close, and all of a sudden they start making out.
Oh no, I missed it.
So great. So yeah, I don't know how off you are there, but maybe.
Did you have a Barbie playhouse?
It was a cardboard box. We were poor, Angela.
So
Thanks.
you made it. No, don't do that. You were crafty and you made it.
I was crafty, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a lot of Barbie hand-me-downs from my next door neighbor.
That's nice. Well,
Yeah.
Barbie outfits were more than my own outfits. So like
Yeah, they were, right?
That's good. Like a lot of detail, like they were quality made, but my goodness. Did you ever try, what was the hardest thing to get on your Barbie?
The hair, once I cut it off.
Oh, you were that. I knew it. I knew, like,
Yeah.
was it like horror films you were reenacting Barbie with?
No,
was there
it
like
was-
Murder Barbie?
No, not till much later.
Oh.
Not till I was an adult. No. What? No. I just like to, I don't know, I thought I was going to be really good at styling Barbie's hair.
Yeah.
I was not. And once it's gone, you can't put it back.
No. There was no Barbie wigs. There would have been really good popular thing because all brothers either cut the hair off or we all got tempted enough and we were like, what would happen if I did this?
Yeah.
No one would ever let you cut hair, but no one's watching when you're playing Barbies.
And you know what else
Snip,
doesn't
snip.
translate well? You can't take Barbie's head off and switch it for another Barbie's head.
Why?
They don't go back on properly. So if I learned anything from playing Barbies, it's that once you remove the head,
Game over.
game
Barbie.
over.
Headless Barbie.
Yeah.
Well, she had like there was the neck and then there was that little ball thing.
on
Like
the
it was
top, yeah.
it was high tech.
Yeah. And if once you pull the head off that ball,
Oh, you're never getting it back on.
no, those balls didn't cooperate.
How many Barbie heads do you have rolling around your cardboard Barbie house?
Now or then? Oh, probably a lot. I have heads rolling around my house now, but I always say heads are going to roll. And they did. And still do.
And they do.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about you? Did you have a Barbie house?
Of course I did.
Oh.
I played.
Of course I did.
I played house and I played family and getting married any which way I could. Whether
Did your
it
Barbies
was,
do it?
Yeah, absolutely. Later they did. Like when I
Later?
was tweens and it was probably time to let Barbie go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I don't know how that all happened. But there they were in bed together.
Yeah.
But I had a really beautiful Barbie house with like an elevator and everything.
Huh. Look at you. Get a
Yeah.
cardboard box, Mike.
Yeah, get a box. But I wanted to make my own. I would make my own everything. I made her a pool. I made her a water bed.
What'd you make her a pool out of?
Like probably a bowl. But I was really into designing Barbie furniture. because I wanted to create stuff, but the waterbed didn't go well. But it was neat, right? Like,
back up.
Yeah.
What do you mean the waterbed didn't go well?
Well, it was like I don't think Ziploc bags were as good as they were, but like I would sneak downstairs, get a Ziploc bag, put water in it, and like then they were just like one rim, like one thing of seal. Now there's like triple, but it was not as good as the Ziploc bags.
Did you fill it too full?
Absolutely, I did.
Because if you had maybe filled it only like a third of the way, you would have had some give to it.
I think they would have enjoyed their time in bed better.
Little romp in the waterbed.
Yes, absolutely.
Having that Barbie sex that, with the bodies that had no nipples and had the skin, flesh underwear.
Yeah. Was that always a thing?
It was a thing for me when I had no idea that men actually didn't have skin underwear.
They do. They had briefs on, right? But like,
but they were made of their
the plastic.
skin. Yeah, their flesh color.
Oh my God.
What a weird first date I was on. Wow.
Yeah, they
like,
really they wanted to keep that from us for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Why didn't Ken have nipples? Why didn't Barbie have nipples, for that matter?
That's a great question.
Why do men have nipples now?
We're getting real deep with
Another
this one.
good question.
I feel like it's getting a little too close to home for me. So
Is it?
we should probably get off the nipple conversation.
Do you have a third one? Mike has a third nipple.
Oh, you
I'm
don't
trying
have
not to
any?
share that. You have nippleless. Yeah.
You're nippleless? You should have auditioned for Ken.
I have nipple envy.
Nipple envy? Okay. How did we get here so soon?
I do.
Okay.
This is longer than I thought it would take.
Well, that's our show, folks. All right.
Barbie was it was a neighborhood thing we would play too. Some girls we would play all day or whatever. Some you weren't allowed to touch their Barbies. Barbie was a thing. Like, it was a really big. That industry must have made gabillions of dollars, but it was a brilliant thing. But there was a lot of controversy around Barbie too. Like, still is. What are you what are your current thoughts on Barbie? Do you think she was good for young girls?
No. I don't think a lot of toys were good for young girls, but especially Barbie.
Because her toes, her feet were flat.
Her toes were like sealed together, like they were like big wedges. That's not right. No, I saw once something about the dimensions. Like, if Barbie was a real human being, she wouldn't even be able to walk upright.
Right.
Because of the dimensions of her proportions or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you collect any Barbies? Like, did you get the holiday Barbie? I never did, but...
No, as soon as I got a Barbie, you mean like, did I collect it and keep it in the box? And it's
no, I know you didn't.
No, because I was like a frenzied chimp. As soon as I got one of those toys, I just ripped into that thing. I didn't even try to, the little tabs that you open. No. Yeah. That cardboard was everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I was literally a frenzied chimp.
Do you mind if I slip in for a second? Share a little stat about if Barbie were a real person.
Yes.
We are looking at, it says here, starting from the top down, Barbie's head would be 2 inches larger than the average American woman's.
Except for mine, because I have a giant German head.
You have
I have a massive head.
All of Barbie's brains.
I don't even know how I stand upright.
Speaking of which,
head,
while resting on a neck twice as long and 6 inches thinner,
that's not me.
from these measurements, she'd be entirely incapable of lifting her head.
Poor Barbie.
Like an infant?
Her 16-inch waist would also be 4 inches thinner than her head. Leaving room.
My wrist is 16 inches. What the hell?
Leaving room for only half of a liver and a few inches of intestine.
I feel like I have half a liver left too, Barbie, but...
Like her fragile 3.5-inch wrists, her 6-inch ankles would prevent her from heavy lifting. Then, as far as holding up her entire body, despite so much of it missing, it'd be an entirely impossible feat, requiring her to walk on all fours. There's a sight for you.
Yeah, I think it did real well for girls.
That method of mobility is further supported strictly theoretically by her children's size 3 feet.
What?
Well, her feet are a size 3.
Oh, okay.
Children's
So
size
you
3.
didn't have 3 feet. Yeah. Sorry, I'm with you now.
Yeah, so there's some perspective for you on
Yeah.
what real Barbie might look like.
I think we should design an actual real Barbie.
I feel like, have they tried to do that to bring out a more realistic Barbie?
Not the way we would.
No.
I think we could do it.
Well, do you remember Skipper?
Yeah, Barbie's
Little
big-headed cousin.
She had more proportion to her.
But she had a bigger head.
She had flat feet too, from what I remember. She wasn't wearing pumps all day.
No, she didn't have the pumped-up kicks.
What was your favorite Barbie? Do you remember?
I remember being so excited one Christmas morning because I had asked for this Barbie. It was a Barbie that had a glow-in-the-dark dress.
Oh.
There was a Ken, like a matching Ken, and I did not dare to assume that I would have achieved the Ken and Barbie the same Christmas. There was no way I was going to get that.
Right.
But I thought if I got one of them. Ken was in a gray tuxedo.
Mm-hmm.
It was either maybe a pink cummerbund, maybe, or maybe it was turquoise. I don't know. The colors are so similar between pink and turquoise. I don't know. It's just my mind's eye. I'm getting old. But there was like an overlay, and there were stars on it, and the stars are what was glowing in the dark.
Yes, I remember this.
Yeah. I have to tell you, I got both Ken and Barbie that Christmas.
Miracles.
Right? I don't know what they were called. That was him, I think. Dream Glow. Dream Glow Ken. And there was a Dream Glow Barbie. Mike just showed us a picture here.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So I was just so excited. And can we talk about Ken's hair also? At some point, Ken actually got real hair.
Did he?
Yeah, but the Kens that I had like the... like that Stephen Harper Lego head look.
Absolutely,
right?
Stephen Harper.
Stephen
You're
Harper
right.
hair, yeah.
I can't remember if I had a Ken with real hair.
Yeah, I ended up cutting his too. So.
Well, makes sense.
I just can't be trusted with
Was
things.
there ever a long-haired
nice
Ken,
things.
like hippie Ken?
Maybe. I didn't have him though. That wasn't my style.
I wonder if there was one though. It would make sense. Beach, you know.
I needed dad bod Ken.
Oh my word.
I would have loved dad bod Ken.
Why?
Because dad bod's where it's at. Okay, I'm met with an awkward silence here. All right. I think dad bod's where it's at. That's fine. My Barbie can have whatever Ken she wants, can't she?
She can.
Except for Dad Bod Ken.
Except for dad bod Ken, because he didn't
I
exist.
can't believe they haven't come out with him yet. Yeah, we need to be more inclusive with Ken as well. Let's not just keep picking on Barbie.
Well, first, can we just give him some, like, legit nipples and genitalia?
Well, he doesn't need the nipples. I kind of like the evolution there, but like it would be nice that he had junk he could properly use.
Well, then this is not a children's toy anymore.
But why are we teaching them that there's nothing there?
I know. That's what I mean. Like, for a long time, I had no idea about the male anatomy. Thanks, Ken. Thanks,
Ken.
Mattel. You bastards.
They weren't thinking that we would be doing that, though.
Somebody in that boardroom must have known that these girls were going to, get Ken to drop trow and see what was down there.
Drop trow.
Drop trow. No good?
I love it.
You like it? Okay. Drop trow.
My favorite Barbie was Kissing Barbie. Do you remember her?
No.
She had a button on her back, and you would put lipstick on her, and then you'd push her back, and then she would kiss like other Barbies.
Like, did her lips come out like as an extension or something?
Yes, they
Like a
popped
Pez?
out. Like absolutely. It was like lip filler Barbie is what it really was. She had puffy lips, and you put this stamp of lipstick on her. And I mean, I was like always into romance, so I was like, yes, Kissing Barbie's gonna be this. Is it Scarlet of the Barbie house? Is it the what do you call besides horror? What's that other word?
What? Harlot?
Harlot. Scarlet. Whatever.
Harlot, Scarlet.
Scarlet
What's
Letter.
her name, really?
Yeah, she was busy kissing Donnie and Ken.
Donnie and Ken.
Donnie and Ken.
Chlamydia Barbie.
Chlamydia Barbie. Let's be inclusive.
Well,
It's only fair.
was there like Pimp Ken?
I wouldn't have known what that was, but why not? I think, yeah, for sure there was. There was definitely Pimp Ken.
Okay.
I should have turned it into a business if I thought it through back
Should
then.
have. I had my next door neighbor. She was 2 years older than I was, so when she was out of Barbies, I was the recipient of the Barbie fortune. I inherited her Barbie fortune. There was a camper van.
Yes.
It was like a big Winnebago.
Yes.
Yeah. And I borrowed it a couple of times as well, prior to me actually acquiring it.
Barbie had a lot of vehicles for
Barbie
being a
did.
single woman.
Yeah, that pink convertible.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Never had it, but one of my cousins did. We all played together at some point, but I had a house. I remember the mobile thing. And then when my daughter was born, she really wasn't that into Barbies, and I pushed it a bit. And then we got her the new mobile van or whatever, and it had a flushing toilet.
No.
So there's video of her little brother trying to sit on the toilet and flush it. Like, it had the flushing sound. Like, it was modern.
How big was this van?
It
What do you mean he was trying to sit on it?
Well, it was not. It was proportionate to Barbie. She fit on it, but he certainly
So
didn't.
your child was trying to sit on a toilet that
Absolutely.
was proportionate to Barbie's arse.
Yes, because it made a flushing sound. He was thrilled to death with it.
Did he try to pee in it?
You know what? I bet he did. He's definitely the kind of kid that would. She didn't take off with Barbie like I did. And then, do you remember a time in your life where it was like, do you still play with Barbies? So your friends would ask, and we all had to retire Barbie at some point.
Yeah.
But, like, do you remember maybe not like the last time you played, but there was a transition time, right? Probably from summer to some grade of school. But I was a late Barbie player, and I think,
Me too.
yeah, I was a little bit embarrassed because I would just say I don't play them anymore.
Yeah, you were a closet Barbie player.
Yeah, I just didn't like invite people over to play Barbies anymore because but I still, it was a hard thing to put away. But then I think it just did. It just got put away. Like, I might have gone right till grade 6 or 7, maybe. Grade 8.
Yeah, I was at least 12.
Yeah.
Playing with my Barbies. Were you like a bossy Barbie player?
Well, obviously.
Yeah, me too.
Obviously.
Okay, now your Barbie's going to say this. My Barbie's going to do this and this and this, and then yours says this and then does this.
I bet you
Okay.
were way bossier than me.
Could be.
Absolutely.
It's possible. I'm not going to deny it. We all know who I am.
Bossy Barbie. There she is.
I'm not bossy. I just have better ideas.
A clipboard and a megaphone Barbie.
That sounds like me, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
A Kush Your Tush Barbie.
A Kush Your Tush Barbie. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. That's my job at school.
What?
When we have concerts and stuff, our auditorium at school is getting a renovation.
Oh, good.
But prior to the renovation, we have seats that are almost 100 years old and they're made of wood.
Right. I have bought a cushion for those seats before,
Right.
actually.
That was my side hustle, was cushing the tush. You cush the tush.
Cush the Tush Barbie.
You rent a seat cushion from me. I basically browbeat you into getting a seat cushion for $2.
You're just trying to help people out because it did make a big difference,
It does.
actually.
Yeah,
Because they're horrible seats.
I know what I'm talking about.
Thrilled to hear there's a renovation coming.
Listen to me the first time, for God's sake. Okay, back to Barbie. Because Mike, stop laughing at me.
Just, you guys, you're too much.
Too much. Not enough, really. Is it too much? Or is it just not? Maybe it's just right.
Goldilocks Barbie.
Mm-hmm. Goldilocks Barbie. How about, Snow White Barbie? Did we have things like that?
I feel like Disney definitely came in and tried to make Disney Barbies.
Or were they like, not Barbies, but they were like Disney version of Barbies?
Right. Not sure of their proportions, but I think for sure they tried.
Yes, Michael?
Well, I think they had like special edition Barbies that were in like a special box.
Like Cinderella
Because I
Barbie or
also
something?
remember there were all like holiday Barbies, like limited edition.
Yeah.
You never took her out of the box. Barbies, because
Lies.
my cousin used to collect. She had like a wall filled with
Yes.
these still in their boxes.
Do you know what that would have done to my brain? Having
not-
all these toys still in their boxes in my room in plain view.
No, it wouldn't make sense.
Mm-mm.
We weren't that kind of rich. We couldn't just put our toys on. Like, we didn't have doubles where you could play with one and not touch one. I wish we'd be rich now. Maybe, probably not. I don't know. Probably the original 1950s Barbies are worth a lot, but like whoever kept that. But
I don't know. I feel like I should just be keeping things. Do you know what I have on top of my fridge right now?
I'm so scared to
I think
ask.
it's still there. I had a Tim Hortons Timbit
Hortons?
box
Okay.
from the Bieber, the Bieber bits or whatever, the Bieber
Oh.
balls or whatever the hell you call them.
I have a Bieber Barbie. I have a Justin Bieber Barbie. He sings.
Who's Justice Beaver?
Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber. So bad.
That was from The Office, in case anybody.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. But how long am I going to hold on to this Timbit box? from like 2 years ago. It's been on my fridge for 2 years.
Oh, the Big Bieber stuff that went out a couple of years ago, right? And he named all the donuts and stuff.
Which they sucked, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, no, they really did. It was
Obviously
it was
not a
put together
sponsor.
too fast.
But I didn't like them.
How much? Well, I guess you got to think about how many were put into production.
Like 4.
Well, keep
Come
it.
on, you're Justin Bieber. You can't think
no.
of more than 4 Timbits.
I mean the box that's on top of your fridge. I know there was 4 flavors of donuts, and they weren't really that great.
No, they were dumb.
But I don't know. I think you save stuff like that. Collector items.
How am I supposed to? How long do I have to keep this thing?
I think you will it to someone. I think it just stays in the Schultz family forever. You just.
Mike is not agreeing. I don't know. Mike's making funny faces over here.
It smells like shit. I think the dog farted.
Yeah, that's quite possible. All right.
Okay.
Just lay it out there, Mike. We don't have a dog. What are you talking about? Nice.
Meaty
Mike.
is too relaxed now.
Meaty's Meaty's had his pills. My dog, my dog has dementia and takes medication to relax at night so he doesn't get all agitated.
Right.
So maybe he's just a little too relaxed right now. He did have a couple of carrots today, so
Roughage.
some roughage. Yeah, maybe it's composting right now as we speak. I'm glad you got a chance to experience it, though, Mike.
I'm still experiencing it.
All right. Sounds
With that said,
So you two were a bossy Barbie player?
I'm just bossy in general.
That's fair.
But I felt like if I look back at how I played Barbies, did it give any indication into like my future career? So I had day to night Barbie, and she was a career Barbie. Because like in the daytime she had a suit, like a power suit. Do you remember her? And then if you took the jacket off, it was a sparkly top, and then you could turn her skirt into...
Was it a power suit, or was it like a blazer and a mini skirt?
It was absolutely a blazer and a mini skirt, but it was pink.
Oh, well, there you go.
But yeah, I think I definitely yes, I still probably have the suitcase. I definitely think I made I bossed the Barbies themselves around. But I didn't always, like if we played with a bunch of girls, it was really just about setting up the house, setting up things. We didn't do a lot of interactive play. But I always thought I would have made movies or been a producer because I loved the idea of making everyone do what I wanted to do. And in my head, it was brilliant. It was great. So I might not have had a lot of friends to play, but maybe I was bossy from the beginning and didn't realize it. But played
Maybe that's why
alone
you
a
didn't have
lot
any
with
friends.
my Barbies.
Yeah.
Barbies was one thing you could play by yourself for hours.
Sure.
But yeah, it was fun. And a lot of my grandma and aunts knitted Barbie some outfits. And do you know how hard it is to pull on knitted Barbie pants on those rubber legs?
Right. Oh. It's like when you get wet with jeans on and
Yes.
you go pee, and then you got to try and pull your jeans back up.
Like Ross from Friends with the lotion and the leather pants.
The leather pants, yeah. I went to Lilith Fair.
Oh, you did?
I did, in Toronto back in the 90s. And towards the end of the concert, it started raining.
Okay.
And we just got soaked because we were out on the lawn.
Right.
And we had to stop on the way home because we both had to pee.
Okay.
And so some gas station, like the Guelph cutoff or I don't know, somewhere.
Yeah.
And I had to pee really badly, so it was no problem getting the jeans off.
Oh.
But then trying to yank those bad boys up at like 2 a.m. in a gas station, it just wasn't in my best interest. It wasn't my best half hour.
That is every Barbie pair of pants that they ever made.
Yeah, and also their shoes. The shoes never fit right.
Well, I think maybe the day I opened Barbie, she'd have her shoes and then they'd be gone. Like they would just be lost everywhere.
There'd be like one shoe in the vent.
Yes.
That went down to the to the basement at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Western Barbie had cowgirl boots though.
And fringe, didn't
another thing about Western Barbie had a button on her back and she'd wink at you.
Would
And she had baby blue eyeshadow. And she had a horse.
A horse.
A horse.
Did the horse come with her, or did the horse was like?
It was absolutely
sold
separate.
separately? Okay.
Yeah,
Of course
sold
it was.
separately.
And Barbie shit was expensive.
It still is.
Yeah.
It still is, but it was. Like, it wasn't, like, when you say you got 2 Barbies for Christmas,
That was
must
a
have
big
been
deal.
a good
though.
year.
It was a big deal. I don't think I got anything else that year.
Oh.
Well, I probably got like socks and stuff because who didn't always get socks? Maybe a skipping rope. I don't know. Double Dutch. Remember Double Dutch? Skipping rope?
Yes. No. I
didn't
could
like
never
it?
do. Yeah, I could skip by myself. I spent a lot of time alone. Double Dutch just confused my brain. It was like, and I'm not really sure when to jump in.
Yeah.
I harm myself.
And kids would get mad. Okay, go now, now.
That
go
was
now.
my biggest fear, and it was the biggest trauma I ever had, is when I didn't understand sport rules of any kind.
Yeah.
And I would be sitting there, and if the rule was to jump in, I paralyzed. I was like, I don't know when to jump in. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I was playing basketball in high school. Still don't know why they put me on the team.
Because you're tall.
Exactly. And useless. So I'm standing out there someone's doing a free throw, and I'm standing there, and the girl on the other team's like, you're not even in the right spot. And she told me where to stand, and I was like, I shouldn't be out here. But like, this was me with every
Like baby Huey.
sport. Exactly. It's like, I don't know the rules. I don't know why I'm out here. But even Double Dutch or anything like that, like, I would just panic because I was
love
like,
Double Dutch though.
oh, I wanted to, because it was the coolest thing ever, but
I would imagine if I tried that now, I would likely, not get in. And if by some miracle I got in when I was supposed to, in about 3 hops, I would have a heart attack.
absolutely.
Flat on my face. Strangle myself with that.
What a horrible scene for everyone around.
Yeah.
Single Dutch? Is that what it's called if there's one rope? Like, what is double Dutch? Why is
I don't know. Well, 2 ropes, I guess.
I know that, but
Then it's just skipping if it's just one
just
rope.
skipping.
Just want to skip.
I could handle
And that was
that.
boring, though. Like, once you've double Dutched, you can't go back to skipping.
yeah. Okay.
That's just, that's like, once you've had a latte, can you go back to Folgers? You can't. You can't. First of all, if you're drinking Folgers,
I was just gonna say, who's letting you?
please
who are you?
unsubscribe right now.
Yeah. Who are you letting drink Folgers?
That's right. Friends don't let friends drink Folgers. They say it's good to the last drop, and I disagree. But that's not why we're here today. Or is it? I don't know. Do we even have a reason? The sun's really in my eyes.
Well, we were talking about Barbie.
Yeah.
Totally derailed. Is it still the stink? Can we still smell the
No,
stink?
it's embarrassment. Secondhand embarrassment. You're so distracted.
We're sitting in my dining room right now, and the sun's going down, and it's like directly in my eyes.
It is burning your eyeballs.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so thanks for
Is that it? Are we
thanks
done?
for coming, Laurie.
Is this episode finished?
We're looking at about 26 minutes right
Well,
now.
That sounds great.
Are we done with this one?
think we
I
are.
don't know. I think I'm.
Your Barbie did. Well, I have a question for
Okay.
you guys. Do you have plans to go see the Barbie movie?
100%.
You haven't seen it yet.
It just
No.
came out, didn't it? On the weekend?
Yeah, we could go, but a lot of people have seen it.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah, I
people
haven't
say
yet.
that. I haven't seen it either, but we know someone. We have a mutual friend who has seen it and said it was quite good.
He
Yeah,
was touched.
He did. He was touched.
He told me to bring Kleenex.
Like, I don't understand any of this. Like, that just... I might have to see it just to understand what is happening.
Well, I have FOMO real bad. So, like, I have to see what the buzz is all about. I can't. The marketing on Barbie has been amazing, and I hope they study it one day in school. But, like, the fact that they have gotten so much press and so much good, feedback on it, and it's up in the... Is it hit $1 billion yet? Probably not $1 billion, but had $150 million sales the opening night or something crazy like that. But lots of celebrities, lots of buzz about it. So I have to... Yeah, I want to see. I want to see what they did. And Ryan Gosling. So, come on.
And in regards to the marketing of it, I will say the fact that they had Margot Robbie at all these releases in different classic Barbie outfits, like, it's really well done.
Yeah.
And, like, she wears them beautifully. But
Who's
the fact
Margot Robbie?
Barbie.
plays Barbie in the Barbie movie.
Oh.
You know her from lots of stuff. She's
Do
a
I?
great actress. You do.
Was she not Sharon Tate in Once Upon Hollywood or something?
Yeah,
Didn't see that.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywoodland.
Didn't see it.
Oh, my God.
She was in Bombshell.
Didn't see
Yeah.
it.
Laurie.
Then it's like we're reversed here. You haven't seen any 80s movies,
Except
and
Dirty
Lori,
Dancing.
you've seen them all.
Yeah.
I
don't
saw
know
the classics. I didn't see the sci-fi ones.
you saw Dirty Dancing.
I saw Dirty Dancing.
That's all you saw was
I
Dirty
saw
Dancing.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
And 16 any romance ones. All like 16
It
Candles.
was because your hormones.
Pretty-
But you didn't
They
see
won't
Labyrinth
stop.
or The Neverending Story. So.
No, I have no time for science fiction and
It's not
and stuff
science
like that.
fiction. Neither one of those are science fiction.
Okay.
Come on, Angela, we're going to have this fight over and over
Let's
and over
just
again.
sign off now. I'm done.
You know what? You're dead. Parking lot, recess.
Barbie's head has come off.
Barbie's head.
My head's rolling.
We're just going to start throwing Barbie heads at each other. So I guess we're going to have to end this episode then.
Yep, it's time to put Barbie away.
What was this episode brought to us by today?
It was brought to us by Ken's nippleless chest.
Ken's nippleless chest.
Yes.
I think Ken's nippleless chest should make an appearance in a lot of our episodes.
What if we just went around and started putting nipples on old Ken dolls that we can grab at the
Or
Goodwill?
just anywhere.
Just anywhere.
Just anywhere.
Just nipples everywhere.
You know, people go around and put googly eyes on things.
Nipples.
We'll just go to the grocery store. Just put nipples on things.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm spitting all over myself. Well, I guess it's time to end this.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing.
It's so bad. So sorry.
We're not that sorry. And we're going to probably do it again next week, so... Or 2 weeks from now. Or whenever.
I don't even
We
know.
don't care.
Who cares?
Doesn't matter. All right. Well, you know what? Thanks for joining us today on our little Barbie throwback.
Yep.
And Ken, or whatever. And nipples.
Yep. Keep your pants slick.
What?
Keep your pants slick.
That's exactly what I thought you said, but... Okay, well, that's
May
a
all
different
your
show,
pants be pulled up smoothly.
Okay. All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Goodbye.
Cut it out.
Smell you later.
If you or anyone you know is a Gen X survivor, you may be entitled to compensation. Not from us, but probably from somewhere. If you would like to connect with us, find us on Facebook at Gen X Rated or Instagram at Gen_X_rated and by email at genxratedsocials@gmail.com.